During this holiday season, give your loved ones a gift that keeps on giving for the rest of their life. Torpedo Pot is the only affordable self-growing flower pot that ensures your future food survival. All you do is add soil, seeds, and seedlings to the flower pot and watch your plants grow. Torpedo Pot can grow nutritious food in such abundance and variety that you can produce more food than your local farm. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Jamille Harrell-Sims, and I'm a proud contributor to the African Diaspora News Network and Dr. J Holistic Health on YouTube. Please make sure you click like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell. And please subscribe to both channels. If you hit that bell, you'll know each time that we upload a new video. So I've not been doing much as far as videos, but I'm trying to catch up. I've been very busy. But there's a couple of things that I want to address, and it may have already been addressed. I don't know, but I'm going to say my piece because that's what I do. So I want to talk about how we continue to be happy and emotional about these verdicts, and we don't get any tangibles. We are the most symbolic people. They throw symbols at us. There really is no true justice. And even if someone goes to prison for what they do, very rarely do they serve all the time they're supposed to serve. You have to remember that throughout history, our brothers and sisters, but mainly our brothers, have been accused of crimes they've never committed. And they've been lynched and they've been sent to prison for life. And they may be in prison 30, 40 years before they're exonerated. So we don't, we still get the short end of the stick. But today I want to mention a few cases. And before I do that, this one case in particular, I've been seeing about it, some things about it, and there's been some comments made, and I want to address that. So in 1994, there was a really good movie out. It starred Charles Dutton and Ice-T, and it was called Surviving the Game. Came out in 94, and basically this movie was about Charles Dutton, who was Rock. If you don't know who that is, if you know Rock, that's one of the best shows we've ever had. I love it and enjoy it. Anyway, he was going to the homeless shelters and offering money and a place to stay and a job to people who are homeless. And so he picked Ice-T to be that person. And what he was supposed to do is be their scout on hunting trips. And I'm going to spoil it for you, but you can still see the movie. Guess who was the one being hunted? It was the homeless person. So why did I bring that movie up? Because Peter Spencer on December 30th, I believe it was, went hunting with some of his white friends. Peter Spencer is of Jamaican descent. And somehow he went out with 5 men to go hunting, and somehow he didn't make it out. He didn't make it out. I don't know all the particulars about it, and I'll be honest and tell you, I really don't have time to dig. I do commentary, yes, but I'm just really busy. But I just had to talk about a couple of things. So he ended up getting, I believe he was shot 5 times, and they say it was self-defense. There's 5 of them and 1 of him. That doesn't sound right. Now, there's another case where a gentleman went out in the woods with some of his white friends, and another group of white people tried to lynch him. And I still want to know, while this other group of white people were trying to lynch your friend, why didn't you fight them? Why didn't you defend your friend? You see where I'm going here? Okay, and so there is this theme running through situations that are going on with us. I also want to talk about the Bridgeport police, because I heard about Lauren Fields, who was 23, who went on a Bumble dating app to meet a Mzungu man, and they partied or whatever they did, and she ends up dead. And the man tells the police, oh, this, I don't know what happened. And he's a nice guy, so they didn't arrest him. And there was also a sister that came from another state to meet with a white cop, and they went hiking, and she didn't have, in Arizona, if you know anything about Arizona, it's hotter than hell there. And she didn't have enough water in her system. And instead of going with her and just aborting the hike, he goes hiking, and she ends up dead. And then we have, Brenda Rawls, 53, who I just found out she died December 12th, and she went to meet a man to go out on a date. There's a thing. There's a theme running through here that, we call them the divestment crew, that you are too busy trusting your enemy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, some white people are cool as hell. Yes, some of them are. But you're going to have to use wisdom. You're going to have to use some wisdom, because really and truly, I mean, every time I look at the network, every time there's stuff going on. You have a group of people in China who are calling the athletes the N-word, and you have all this racism. And you know what? This isn't just baby boomers talking like this. You say, oh, racism was in the past, and we want a new. No. Today, Gen Z is as racist as Gen X, is as racist as millennials, as racist as the baby boomers. We are the most hated group on the planet. We are hated and imitated. Check that out. Hated and imitated. That spells jealousy to me. They don't fear us. They fear what we represent spiritually. They fear our strength. They fear our beauty, because, we are the one group that just don't age. We're the one group that's we've gone through hell and we still kick butt. FBAs, B1, we are different. We're cut from a different cloth. That socio-historical trauma, that environmental trauma, that physical trauma, all that's in our DNA has made us into who we are. And you can't expect people to all of a sudden change just because George Floyd, what happened to him. I made a statement and somebody got really upset with me. I forgot where I was, because I made the statement that why George Floyd? Why didn't the cry go out for Tamir Rice? Why didn't the cry go out for Sandra Bland? I mean, it wasn't an international cry. Philando Castillo, Trayvon Martin, Kendrick Johnson. I mean, why have these cries not gone out? How many years have gone by in my lifetime where that cry has not been listened to? Why did it take George Floyd? And maybe George Floyd, it took 9 minutes. Well, how many minutes did it take for the rest of them to die? How many minutes? There's another sister, I don't know the name, but she went to spend the night at her white friend people's house and ended up dead. Nobody knows what happened to her. I honestly think, you can disagree with me, that's fine, but George Floyd situation came to light during COVID, when COVID first came, when the whole country was locked down. And this is my opinion, when you're locked down, and they say we don't have our freedoms. Well, we've never known what it was to really, truly be free. So you're locked down. You're in your house. You don't know being locked down until you've been to prison. They know what lockdown is. So we just got to be careful. You can't just, you know what, sisters, stop me. You know what? You're going to meet these people. You're bringing these people to your house. You're hanging out with them. This thing right here, you can put an app on your phone, and your family can know everywhere you went if you put the app on your phone, but you don't want nobody to know your business. They got an app here. They got plenty of them that can be on your phone, where I know that if I don't come home, my husband will know where I'm at because he's following the app. He knew how fast I was driving when I was in New Orleans. He knew. So, then I got a ticket. So, he knew. So, I'm just pretty much trying to tell you all, stop hanging out with a bunch of people. You think they're your friends. You really got to watch your back. You got to be careful. You can't just go out meeting people, but you meet on the dating site. You know, if you're going to meet them in public, and you go get in your car and go home and they go to their house. You can't be, oh, I'm feeling you. I want to hang out with you a little longer. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you know that 60-something thousand Black women are missing? And these statistics come from 2018. 67,000? How many are missing now? You know why you don't know? Because the only way you're going to find that out is if you go on Black and Missing. You're not going to find that out by the news statistics or the FBI because they don't report us. They don't report us. And I'm going to keep saying her name, Matrice Richardson. Let me know what you think in the comments. Y'all better stop the nonsense and pay attention. Let me know what you think in these comments. May the Most High bless you, keep you well, and protect you. Shalom.
Living in America as a Black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a Black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.